And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, in today's video we've got a fair few bits and pieces to discuss. Of course, the headline, Liverpool agree a deal amid a blizzard of agreements. We'll discuss that whilst also going through all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. But let's start with this one first. Of course, Liverpool's Premier League fixture changes for February have been confirmed, and they include yet another 12:30pm kickoff away from home. Fans have grown increasingly frustrated by the number of 12:30pm slots for the Reds have also been asked to fill in recent years. Jurgen Klopp himself has lamented the amount of early kickoffs his side are faced with after international breaks and midweek commitments. While there are no prior engagements of the nature on this occasion, Liverpool's meeting with Brentford will now take place at 12:30pm on Saturday, February 17th, in what will be their fifth lunchtime kickoff of the season so far. It will be the fourth of those five away from home, and the first not landing directly after a midweek fixture or international break. As per Premier League rules, clubs can only be selected to play at that time on 6 occasions throughout the course of a campaign, with the trip to the Community Stadium taking the Reds' tally up to 5 so far for the 2023-2024 season. The Reds have often struggled at the times in recent years, although the recent signs are that the trend is changing in a somewhat positive direction. Klopp's side won none of their 6 outings in the early kickoff last season, and losing 3 and drawing 3 in what was an inconsistent campaign throughout. It is a better record so far in the 2023-2024, however, with Liverpool having picked up 3 wins and a draw away to Manchester City in the 4 fixtures on TNT Sports to this point. The other changes to February's schedule comes at the start of the month against Arsenal, when Klopp will face off against Mikel Arteta for the 3rd time in 6 weeks. Liverpool will now face the Gunners at 4:30pm on Sunday, February 4th, and the contest is likely to have significant implications for the title race, with both sides looking down on the rest at the top of the table as things stand. The two sides will come up against each other in the reverse fixture at Anfield on Saturday, as well as in the 3rd round of the FA Cup at the Emirates on the January 7th. Should the Reds successfully navigate the hectic festive period, the likelihood is that they will remain at the forefront of the title picture when the newly changed February fixtures come around. The manager may not be enjoying competing at 12:30pm, but with 7 days separating the meetings with Burnley and Brentford, he will be hopeful of getting a tune out of his side and continuing the positive record they've upheld in that slot so far this season. Okay, so again, as always guys, we have got another 12:30pm kickoff. Again, the good thing is we probably are going to be paying 6 this season. However, that means after this one we'll only have 1 to contend with, but it has been very, very clear that we keep getting in the 12:30 slots, and again, just as well, this one isn't before or after an international break or after a midweek fixture, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll have a week rest in between. However, still, 12:30pm kickoffs are super annoying, and as I said, it just comes with the popularity that Liverpool are. They have a big pull with the TV companies, but our 5th one of the season, which is super, super crazy. I'm not seeing a lot of other sides with the same commitment to those 12:30 kickoffs at all. In other news, guys, Liverpool, of course, have agreed a deal. As I said, we are coming to that time of year where we will be agreeing deals in one way or another when it comes to the January transfer window, and we've seen a lot of stuff happen with regards to players signing new contracts and or players are going to sign contracts. I said that Trent Alexander-Arnold would likely be signing a new deal very, very soon. But, of course, Bobby Clark is the latest to be confirmed by the football club, with the club writing on their website. Bobby Clark has today signed a new long-term contract with Liverpool. The versatile attacker has put pen to paper on the deal to extend his time with the Reds, which began when he joined from Newcastle United in August of 2021. A regular for the club's academy teams, he signed a first professional contract 6 months later after arriving, and then achieved his senior LFC debut in August 2022, introduced as an 83rd minute substitute in the 9-0 defeat and 9-0 Anfield defeat of AFC Bournemouth. Clark then made his first start under Jurgen Klopp in the Carabao Cup home tie against Derby County in the November. After a little over 2 months out due to an injury, the 18-year-old returned to action for the under-21s last weekend and marked it with an excellent last-minute winner in a 2-1 victory over Chelsea. Clark was also part of the senior squad for Wednesday night's Carabao Cup win versus West Ham United at Anfield. Again, a huge congratulations in order there for Bobby Clark. Liverpool, of course, looking to reward their talents that do exceptionally well to long-term deals. And Bobby Clark is one of those players that has impressed recently, and it's good to see him being rewarded. And there's always a big congratulations for players at that youth level to be rewarded with long-term deals. As I stated, I don't think this is the last contract that we're going to be seeing signed for Liverpool coming forward. Of course, there is players like Mo Salah. His contract situation is up in the air at this moment in time, whether we're going to be extending him for a further year. And the same with Trent Alexander-Arnold, but the latter, of course, looks as though that is in communications over a long-term deal and should be completed fairly soon. The same goes for Konate. Konate is another player that will sign a contract with the football club as well, and is said to be in negotiations with regards to extending his stay at Anfield. So yeah, a bit of a blizzard of agreements at this moment in time, with the club looking to try and do their admin ahead of the January transfer window and tie down players that they want to see stay a long term and that are being important to this football club for the here and now and for the future. Players like Thiago, Joel Matip, though, it does look as though that this is their last season at Liverpool due to them constantly being injured. I do think Matip was going to be leaving anyway. Thiago was up in the air, but still not really come back from his injury as of late. So yeah, Liverpool, again, next up for us, of course, is the weekend. We've got so many games coming thick and fast in this moment in time following our victory against West Ham in the Carabao Cup, which sees us play Fulham in the semi-final, which will take place in the month of January. A really good chance to get to the final. However, it's back to sort of Premier League action now for a long period of time until the FA Cup third round against Arsenal once again. And of course, we've got Arsenal this weekend, the top of the table clash. Of course, maybe depending on where results go elsewhere, it may not be first versus second, depending on what happens with Aston Villa. However, Liverpool do win. We will be top at Christmas, which is a very, very exciting prospect to see for this football club. And then if you're looking at all the other games that are coming thick and fast as well, there is big games coming forward. Burnley away at Turf Moor, we know that could be quite tough despite them sort of struggling. Obviously Newcastle at Anfield on the 2nd of January before we go to the Emirates to play in the FA Cup. Then we'll have, of course, have Fulham before having a bit of time off before that game against Bournemouth, which will be a bit later on into the January. But yeah, games coming thick and fast at this moment in time, and we need to be winning them. We need to be winning them convincingly if we want to win the title. Again, the media wrote us off at this moment in time with regards to the actual Premier League title itself, but we as Liverpool fans do have a sense of belief that we could do something, and all would probably be determined whether we have that chance. If we can beat Arsenal, it would be a huge boost going into the weekend's fixture against them. So yeah, games coming thick and fast, important matches coming thick and fast, but yeah, the January window also very soon approaching as well. But Liverpool fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts with regards to Bobby Clark signing a new contract, and of course let me know your thoughts with regards to the January transfer window. Do you think we'll make an impact in this winter window? Yes or no? Let me know down there in the comments. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.